welcome to Flicks on Tap.
Welcome.
How's it going, buddy?
It is going, it is flowing, and we are ready to get the show on the road. How you doing, bud?
I'm feeling good. I just think we need to address the fact that we missed an episode last week.
We did.
A lot of stuff going on, a lot of life going on. But, not to be feared, we are back. And we're going to have a good episode today. A little bit more of a laid-back one. The movie we're tackling is a little bit more laid back. The first beer we're tackling, a little bit more laid back, coming in at a 5.9. It's a session IPA, which we've discussed what that means before on the podcast, so we'll go over that again as well. But we're starting off tonight.
Podcasts. Sorry, there's cats on here.
We're talking about fat orange cats, baby leprechauns, and I love the can art. Really brought me into it. And I chose it to discuss during the month of March for St. Patrick's Day a few months ago, actually. So we've been sleeping on this one. But, not a few months ago, because looks like it was packaged in February. So last month. Man, time was going slow for a while there.
Oh, that's what that means?
Yeah. 2/13/23.
Wow.
Seems like we bought these so much longer ago. But anyways.
You know.
Right. Let's crack these open and introduce what else we're doing tonight.
Let's do it, dude. Here we go. Oh, yeah, good idea.
Oh.
Ooh, that was good. Good catch.
So,
Slowly rising. Here we
when
go.
it comes to movies, tonight we are discussing The Disaster Artist. I think we made that announcement last episode. We also mentioned what we were going to be watching, but plans have changed. So tonight, after this episode ends, what are we watching, Evan?
We're going to watch Roadhouse,
the remake.
Yeah.
With Conor McGregor and Jake Gyllenhaal. Looks like a fun time. Doesn't necessarily look like a good time, if you know what I'm saying. But it looks like a fun time, which is enough to get me involved with this one. Especially because I don't remember what happened in the original with... it was Pat Swayze, right? But I don't remember what happened with him in that one. But I remember enjoying it.
I haven't seen it.
I do remember enjoying it. So
I only know Pat Swayze from Ghost.
Yeah, you've told me that before. You said you've watched that a few times or something,
I love
right?
Ghost. Yeah, that's one of the movie. I was probably 16, 17 when I started watching it. I would watch it alone.
Started watching it like it's a television show?
I've watched it probably 5 times. And every time I've watched it like by myself.
I've never seen it.
Just in the dark. Just doing my thing. But I can't believe you haven't seen that movie.
I haven't.
That one's going on the list. But anyway.
What is that, an 80s movie, right?
Yeah, I would say it's an 80s movie. You got... Whoopi Goldberg in there, she crushes it. But
as I've said,
anyways,
the 80s tends to be movies that I overlook just because of the era.
Oh,
I see eye to eye with Tarantino on the whole. 80s was the worst movie era next to the 50s.
Yeah,
but
Ghost though was good.
I do really love Back to the Future though. That's classic
Back to
80s.
the Future. Marty McFly.
Dude, I love that.
Dude,
love that movie.
I read this book by him. It was a little mini, he had this really short autobiography about his movie, just time, in development and how he's coping with Parkinson's and all that. But anyways, it's a good book. I forgot what it's called, but if you ever want to check out an autobiography by
Michael J. Fox.
That's
cool.
But anyways, so the movie Roadhouse is a reimagination.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a remake, huh?
And there was a big, I heard a podcast interview of Conor McGregor and Jake Gyllenhaal, which is interesting. That was Conor McGregor's first podcast ever.
Really?
And he was so arrogant, but the thing is, that's what you love about him.
Oh yeah, like he's a character.
Some people you're like, this is terrible. He's, I'm not saying I love Conor McGregor, but I'm saying he's a character, and there was a lot of juiciness from that, but Jake Gyllenhaal was sitting back and just letting him do his thing. But basically, what I was going to say was they made it very clear, or not basically, what I'm trying to say is they were making it very clear that it's a reimagination. And so
That's
it's
cool.
just meant to be a fun ride. And, they brought it to Prime because although the theaters is awesome, they wanted people to enjoy it in their own homes. Like, that was intentional.
Well, did you hear about the whole issue with the director?
Oh, does that have to do with the movies?
So, yeah, he boycotted the premiere and everything because it's going straight to Prime. Like, he hates the fact that it's going to Prime.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the director's.
Oh, wait, maybe I heard that
wrong.
wrong then. Yeah. I think they were just making lemons out of lemonade, or making lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah, because that was a huge deal. He boycotted the South. I think it was South by Southwest premiere. He refused to go because he was like, it's going on streaming.
Oh man, that's a bummer.
Stuff. Yeah.
So I can see why they'd want that to be in the theaters.
It's a big action movie.
That makes sense.
But
Okay, now I think about it.
I'm controversial when it comes to this because, as people know, I agree with Scorsese and Tarantino on a lot of movie things, but I love streaming because I don't like leaving my home very often.
Yeah.
I just find it so much easier to pop the movie on my nice TV.
What's
here.
yours? You have ownership of it, and you can watch it whenever you want. And
But not just that, just like sitting on your couch is enjoyable.
yeah.
You can eat any snack you want.
Yes. So you'd rather spend? Would you
Relax.
rather rent a movie or buy a movie for $20 than go
Yeah.
rent it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then do you have a special pair of pants that you like to wear when you watch movies?
Dude, just sweats or shorts, dude. Just be comfy,
Sweats or shorts,
depending on the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I love it. I like that. I guess, and you know what though, we live in an age where Prime. It's not like that's something people don't have. I mean, a lot of people
Most
have
people
Prime.
have it at this point.
Yeah.
For the ease of everyday life with ordering stuff.
It's stupid. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the world we live in is insane. Instant gratification all day. But
People who you'd never imagine to like be like computer savvy people have Prime just out of necessity for getting stuff quickly.
yes, yeah, all these older folks,
Yeah,
their
oh,
kids
yeah.
set it up for them, and they're like, "Oh, I gotta press a button. That's it." Boop.
Yeah.
Sorry to the
Anyways.
older folks. I'm not trying to like.
Let's get into Disaster Artist talk because
Let's do it.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. Inevitably, while we talk about Disaster Artist, The Room is likely going to come up, as well as the book called The Disaster Artist, which the movie is somewhat based on. As I read the book, I realized the movie pulled very important details out of this much larger tapestry. So
Oh, I like that word.
it was very the book gives you a much deeper picture of the relationships and characters that the book or that the movie just lightly touches upon. So if you enjoy the movie, you're gonna love the book. It's just like a deeper dive into the same exact thing, and it's just super awesome. It's one of the only books that like got me laughing. I'm like reading it and laughing.
Dude, that's awesome. Wait, so it was written by the guy who co-stars alongside
Greg. Yeah.
Greg.
So it's Greg Sestero.
Oh, Greg's his name. Okay, yeah.
Yep. Greg Sestero.
Greg Sestero, and that's the actual person's name.
Yes.
And The Room. What's the name? Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau. Yeah.
And okay, so if you watch The Room, I think they call it the best worst movie ever made.
It's been called that. Yes.
cult favorite now.
Yep.
Still-
And so the Disaster Artist is the making of film of The Room. So it's just you go behind the scenes of the worst movie that became super popular due to how bad it was get made. And when you realize the characters involved in the making and how hysterical they are, you realize why this is worth a movie having been made about the movie's making, if that makes sense. And I love movies about making movies. That's just something I enjoy.
Is that what you call meta? I don't know.
Yeah,
if
pretty
that's
much. I mean, yeah,
pulling
it is.
the curtain back.
A little bit, but I love it. I think it's awesome. And so this one was just right up my alley. I love James Franco as an actor. He's considered problematic at this point, I guess. Haven't seen from him since I think 2019, right? Something like that.
There's
But
some stuff,
the work
history
he's
there.
done, if you remove the art and the artist, the work he's done is phenomenal. He's a great actor.
Yeah, that's true. No, absolutely.
Fantastic
I mean,
actor.
he's got some funny. I mean, Pineapple Express is hilarious.
Hilarious. One of my favorite comedies.
Yeah, and This Is the End and all that stuff. It's
I just recently rewatched This Is the End. That's a funny movie, dude.
so that's
That's
also
what I'm saying.
pulling the curtain back a little bit. You
Little
see
bit,
this
yeah,
Hollywood-
because you get to see these actors and they're like portraying these fictionalized versions of themselves, though. So it's still awesome.
Yeah. Well, glad you noted that. But going into the content, do you feel like the characters were portrayed well? I was trying to think of my question, and
So just having seen The Room in the past, having seen behind the scenes stuff with Tommy Wiseau, I think James Franco did a phenomenal job as Tommy Wiseau. That man
yeah,
is such a jokester. Like he's not intending to be funny, but he's hilarious. And if you read the book, James Franco just captures what you're picturing, like perfectly. Just the descriptions you get, and it's a very well written book actually. Like the Greg Sestero is a good writer. The way he describes things is pretty funny, and it's very vivid and very well detailed. So you're picturing this stuff, it matches perfectly to the choices James Franco made in his performance.
that's great.
So when I say he's a good actor, like he's 100% a great actor, and the fact that he can add that comedic twist to it is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some comedy chops for sure. And then another person who's funny under the radar that makes a cameo is Zac Efron.
Dude, Zac Efron's 30-second little thing as oh my god, Chris R. The character's name is Chris
memory,
R.
man. I wouldn't have remembered that. That was
So funny. Where's my money? Give me my money, Danny. That's his whole thing. But the anger and the rage in that singular line he has is phenomenal.
I wonder if that was the beginning of the relationship, because then he was working with what's his name? The other guy,
Seth Rogen
and Neighbors.
I think that came beforehand. Neighbors.
Interesting. That's interesting. Okay.
I'm not sure, but yeah, no, because that's a good movie too. Neighbors. It's pretty funny.
Neighbors is funny. Man.
Yeah, I love, my favorite thing for that is the freaking Robert De Niro party, dude.
Oh yeah.
Where they're all dressed up as different De Niros. He's like, I'm Taxi Driver De Niro. He's like, I'm Meet the Fockers De Niro. I'm watching you, Fokker. I'm watching you. And then there's a random like dude in the background. He's like, who's he? He's like Sam Jackson from Jackie Brown. He's like, that's not even a De Niro character.
I didn't get that until now that you tell me. Now that you bring it up, I didn't even know that movie existed until you told me about it. So
no, I love that about that movie. Those quick references right there.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if Tarantino.
Hey, and then I just realized Dave Franco is in that movie as well. You're
exactly.
Right. He's the one who's playing the Fockers De Niro.
He did. He really did fun. He was a funny guy in both movies. He did great.
Oh yeah.
He definitely, I would say he was more of a comedic support in Disaster Artist.
Yeah.
He's lifting up Tommy Wiseau character, which rightfully so. That's probably their actual relationship, right? Tommy.
Oh yeah, if you read the book, he's like, Tommy Wiseau's kind of like. So what happens is Greg moves to LA first. He lives in Tommy's apartment, like we see in the movie. They don't move out there together, and Greg starts getting these real jobs, and Tommy's like getting jealous, so he moves to the apartment with him, and he's like not getting hired. He's like, I'm gonna make my own movie, as we see in the movie, and that's when all the antics ensue. But we kind of fast forward through that in the movie, which I think is awesome because we don't need all the fluff that we get in the book, which it's entertaining in the book. In a movie form, you just don't need that. So Dave Franco is playing this more serious guy, which is cool, and he plays it well. But that's what's cool about this movie is it's definitely a comedy, but it's a real story. So there's just so much, there is realness to it that needs to be portrayed on screen.
Yeah.
And the actors playing the serious roles do a good job too. Like Seth Rogen, who's normally hilarious, is playing the script supervisor or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's just playing a normal guy, and he fits the part very well. And then there's who else? Who else is in it that's really good? It's Dave Franco.
There's that one actor here. I'm gonna turn this facing you a little bit. Unless you like it angled.
No, that's fine.
Cool. I would say we can get a little bit of clarity that way. But I was gonna say the guy from. I can't remember names for the life of me, but he was in the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He was in there for a little bit. He played Danny. I forget the character's exact name.
The kid. It was just so funny.
In the book, they said that in real life, that kid who's supposed to be portraying this young kid, right? He's actually the oldest actor on set.
No way.
Yeah, besides like the mom and stuff. He was like much older than the other actors.
That's so weird, man.
Yeah, that's why the movie just made no sense from the casting to everything about it, The Room.
Well, listeners too, if you're not familiar with Tommy Wiseau, he is a mystery. No one knows because he's like a real life bottomless pit of money. Yeah, he's funding this movie, spending millions of dollars. No one knows. Where
I think it was like $6 million in the hole at the end of it.
It's insane.
Yeah,
he has no idea. No one knows where he's got it. I don't think that's at all.
No, it's never disclosed anywhere that I'm aware of.
Exactly.
And I've looked into it. Like I'm so into this story. Even when the movie first came out, I was so into it that I looked into it.
And that's genius marketing almost,
It is because it adds to the allure.
And then
what's about more?
Exactly. And we don't know his age, right? Like that's, or where he's from.
No. He says Louisiana. He says New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then definitely not with his accent. But then when I think it was in the movie when Greg asked him his age, and Greg's like 27, and Tommy Wiseau's clearly like late 40s at least. And he tells him, he's like, your age, with his accent.
Good accent. Oh, hi, Mark. I did not hear. I did not.
Dude, just the classic lines from The Room when they recreate them. So great.
Yeah.
I did not hit it. I did not.
Yeah.
He throws the water bottle.
Yeah. Took like 50 tries to get that scene or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I mean, it makes you really wonder, like, okay, What is this? What it actually takes to make a movie?
So I think they just extended it by having Tommy Wiseau as their director. You know what I mean?
Right, it could have been done quicker, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it didn't have to be that expensive. It didn't have to be done like the way he did it. There's the whole thing where they're building a set of an alleyway and it looks exactly like the alleyway outside. and Tommy Wiseau's like, no, we need to build a set. It's like this real Hollywood movie. No Mickey Mouse shit.
Yeah, dude, that was good accent, bro.
Dude,
that was good.
The stuff that guy says is just so perfect. And the accent just makes it so memorable. Like, I've only seen that movie, I think, 3 times now. I saw it in theaters, and then I first saw it when it went on streaming, and then I watched it again when we watched it.
It's funny that I mean, it's interesting that movie made it to theaters, and there are a lot of movies that just don't go to theaters anymore. But that's almost
it was an A24 though.
Oh, was it A24?
Yeah, and it's James Franco.
You're right. I shouldn't be surprised.
I believe he wrote
the
and
cast
directed
itself.
it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he directed it too. I can't remember exactly.
Did he get he didn't get Oscar nominated?
Let's play our Oscar game.
Yeah, Oscars just happened.
So let's play with the Disaster Artist first, and then we'll make a little segue into the most recent Oscars talk. So for the Disaster Artist, it was directed by James Franco, as I suggested. Let's find the awards list, which is coming up any second. Oh my god.
Excuse me, I'm yawning.
Evan, why are you falling asleep already, dude?
I don't know.
Oh, why can't I find the
I had something
awards?
funny to say. I'm not witty.
You're too slow, dude.
I'm way too slow. I cannot tango with people who are witty.
I know, I've seen that firsthand.
I'm just like, oh.
You just take it.
Okay.
Anyways, so I am looking for the awards for Disaster Artist for 1 sec. Okay, here we go. So we had one Oscar nomination. You want to guess?
Best screenplay?
Best adapted screenplay, yep.
Okay.
And James Franco actually didn't write it, so it was Scott Neustadter and Michael Weber.
Those are made up names.
I've never heard of them. But they were nominated. They did not win.
Okay.
James Franco was nominated for Best Actor by the Austin Film Critics Association. They also were nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay by the same association. And, but no real, doesn't look like they got any real wins at all. Chicago Independent Film Critics Circle gave them the Best Adapted Screenplay. So it was a well-written film. Like I said, I enjoyed the film a lot. I thought it was great. And normally, a comedy being helmed by James Franco is not considered to be awards worthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can't see Pineapple Express going to the Oscars or This Is the End or anything like that. So it's cool that it at least got that recognition, because I think it's worthy. I think it's a good movie.
And now we can say he's an Oscar nominated actor. I mean, that's still a thing that.
No, he's not nominated though for that.
Oh, he wasn't he?
Because it was for screenplay.
But I thought you said he was also nominated
for some random screen critic thing.
Oh, I thought you meant those critics somehow nominated him in the Oscars.
No, that's not how it works.
So
the Oscar system's so confusing.
I get it. I thought
a certain amount of people have to nominate you to become a nominee, or I forget. There's like a whole ballot system that's like more confusing than the presidential election.
Okay. It's a mystery, man. Well, that's okay. Go ahead.
No. What's up?
Oh, I thought you were gonna list something else off, but
no, I was just gonna say. With that being said, let's talk about these past Oscars.
Let's do that. I was dive into it.
Okay, so are you aware of any of the winners?
Somewhat, but you're gonna. You know what, dude? You gotta refresh me. Okay,
who do you think won for Best Picture? Let's start with the easiest one.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, so Oppenheimer won for Best Picture. No surprise. I could have guessed that. Well deserved. Evan hasn't seen it yet. We will be watching it soon to discuss.
Yeah.
I think it's a great movie.
Big happen.
Well deserving. I would have liked to have seen The Holdovers or Killers of the Flower Moon win it, but I'm not disappointed. Best Actor. Do you have any ideas?
I would say it's got to be Cillian
Murphy
man.
For Oppenheimer. Great role. I have no complaints. I don't remember who else was nominated for Best Actor.
I think it was Robert Downey Jr. was supporting actor, right?
So he won Supporting Actor.
Supporting actor.
But let's see who won. Who was nominated for Best Supporting Actor? Best Supporting Actor nominees. But
Our friend, what's her
the
name
wrong
from the
one.
Holdovers, right?
She won.
She did?
Devine, I forget how you pronounce it. Devine Joy Randolph. She won for best
So cool.
supporting actress, which is so awesome for her.
I think she took a SAG award too.
Yeah, she took all kinds of awards for her role.
correct.
So why is it best supporting? So best supporting, as you said, was Robert Downey Jr. He beat out my boy Robert De Niro. Oh, so for the best actor, it was against Giamatti, Bradley Cooper, Coleman Domingo, for a movie called Rustin. I didn't even hear about that movie.
Whoa.
And then Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction, which I still want to see as well.
For best actor?
For best actor, those were the options. So honestly, if it was for me, Cillian Murphy or Giamatti, 100%.
Yeah.
So that was a good one. Let's see. You're aware of who won Best Actress, I hope.
Yeah, that was Emma Stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Emma Stone.
As we
crushed
said,
it.
super deserving of that win. We loved Poor Things. We both were
Yeah.
laughing.
And
during
I'm
the
surprised.
movie.
I'm happy to hear that other people have seen. I've talked to some other people that actually have seen that.
That's
movie.
awesome.
I thought they were gonna have. I thought I was gonna come across a lot of people who had slept. I thought it was gonna be slept on.
Yeah, I did too.
People are saying
Big
it
time.
though.
That's awesome. I'm so
People are
happy.
talking
That
about
means what I've been telling you, dude, that good movies are going to start coming out because
Yeah.
we're getting that superhero fatigue that years ago Steven Spielberg said was coming.
You mean Tarantino?
Spielberg said
Spielberg
years
said
ago,
too?
he said superhero movies are going to go the way of the Western. And I kind of think we're having a Western resurgence a little bit.
Whoa.
Like Yellowstone was doing real well recently.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of those spin-off shows. So
Yeah.
hopefully that happens. I love Westerns. Ari Aster's next movie. So excited it's going to be a Western.
And would you consider that? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Would you consider Jordan Peele's last movie a Western?
neo-Western.
Suspense.
I love that movie.
Neo-Western.
Neo-Western. Did you ever see To Hell or High... Was it Hell or High Water? That's a good movie,
No,
dude.
who's in
I
that
think
one?
you would like it. Chris Pine. And I forget
Okay.
the other guy's name, but Jeff Bridges, I believe. Such a good movie. It's the writer of... Yellowstone. It's a neo-Western too, so it's a modern-day Western.
I
Super
gotta
cool.
watch that one.
Super cool movie. Really
sounds
love
good.
it. It's one of my favorite movies of most recent years. What's another? Oh, and so Ari Aster's next movie with Joaquin Phoenix and Emma Stone is going to be a Western. I think it's a neo-Western
Cool.
as well. Super stoked for that. Kevin Costner is coming out with like a 2-part epic Western about like the Civil War or something that looks awesome.
Like acting in it or directing?
I think both potentially because he quit Yellowstone to do it.
Wow.
And he's calling it his passion project. So that could be something. I forget what it's called, but it looks awesome. I love Westerns.
He's passionate about that. That's
Yeah.
Oh, he was the Yellowstone star? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was who's the other guy with the very like the iconic voice and mustache?
He was in Yellowstone. He was in one
Sam.
of the Yellowstone spin-offs.
Oh, okay. Not Sam. Sam something.
It's killing me. He was in The Big Lebowski for a few minutes. Gosh, yeah, you're right. He's so
Sam-
iconic. He was in The Ranch. That's how I'll find
The
him.
Ranch with
That's the dumbest thing he's been in to like cite him from. Sam
I
Elliott.
know, Sam. Yeah. Where he plays that dad role really well.
No, yeah, that's a cool guy.
Sam Elliott. Oh, he does so many voiceovers too. Like he's iconic.
Yeah. Then we had Best International Feature. We got The Zone of Interest, which I still really want to see. Anybody else who wants to see it and hasn't gotten around to it, it will be on Max in April. So we're going to check that out for sure.
Heck yeah.
That movie looked awesome.
Stoked.
Oh, excuse me. So, Best Supporting Actor, we all know, is Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer. Much deserved. Very good role. But honestly, dude, did you see De Niro's performance in Killers? Do you think that was Oscar worthy? I think De Niro
Yeah.
was pretty good in Killers, so I don't know. That was.
I think he's always Oscar worthy. He's so good. But I just feel like okay, here's my question. It's very easy for some of these movies to sweep, and I almost feel like they're
That's what happens.
snowballs.
No, that is what happens. So it's kind of is like a snowball effect where like if all the critics have seen it, it kind of tends to go that way. Like it's just lesser
Yeah.
known for other films tend to go under the radar of others, and so they don't get as much like momentum.
But you would think critics at this point would know that it's not fun to watch that. Like that's my only complaint is like even if it is really good,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Makes it
'Cause
boring.
I would have loved to see the holdovers take some secret wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just thought it was such a great movie. Let's move on
You were
to.
saying that since day one.
Oh yeah, I was so excited to see it, and then when we watched it, I was not disappointed at all. Best animated feature. You have any guesses?
Not it's the same director, Spirited Away,
It is, yeah. Hayao Miyazaki.
but I
Haven't seen
forgot
any
the
of those
movie
movies.
though.
The Boy and the Heron.
The Boy in there.
Haven't seen any of his movies. Not gonna lie. Have you seen any of them?
No. Yeah, I'm not a big anime guy.
No, not at all. Me neither. Anyways, let's move on.
However,
I
I've talked to people who we gotta watch that movie, dude.
I feel like we could enjoy the movie.
All right, what were you saying?
Best director. Did you catch who did that?
Bradley Cooper. No, not Bradley. It wasn't Bradley Cooper.
No way.
Okay, Scorsese.
No, I wish, dude. I really
Oh.
wish.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He deserved his Oscar.
Honestly, that's actually a good one though.
He deserved it. Then there's
That's fair.
best original song. Do you know that one? You might know that one, just being a music guy.
Was it one of the Poor Things films?
No, the original songs are like songs, not score.
Oh, this is I Am Ken. No.
It was a Billie Eilish song from Barbie.
Oh, the
I don't
one
know.
where it's something about growing up, or
What was I made for? It's called.
What was I made for? She won.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it kind of upsets me because she has more Oscars than Scorsese now.
No,
That's like very upsetting.
who's on this panel? High school girls? Like what?
Apparently.
I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, okay, a lot of people like Billie Eilish, but like,
Ugh.
no, I'm with you. Dude, I'm picking up what you're putting down, dude. Like,
No,
it's
for sure.
It's a good song, but
Yeah.
wait, there's just so many songs.
Well, there's another best original song, I guess, winner. I don't know why there's two winners. Anyways, I don't know that category, so maybe I'm missing something about the category in particular. But score. Sorry, I messed it up. Score. So the one is song, one is score. I missed.
So okay, so score has got to be Poor Things.
No.
Oh,
I think this one actually, because I've listened to this score independently of the movie, and I think it deserved the win. Oppenheimer.
really?
Such a good score if you listen to it.
Did Hans Zimmer do that one?
No, Ludwig Göransson.
Oh,
That dude is talented. You know, he used to produce Childish Gambino's music for him and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
you told me
That's
that.
so cool, dude.
That's insane.
So I'm really happy that he won that because I think we'll listen to that soundtrack after we check out the movie one day. Dude, it's super good, and there's so many small little details that really match the movie really well. Like sound effects within the score itself that kind of like add to the whole atomic fusion
that's cool.
aspect of the movie. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say because I haven't seen the movie. So
Yeah. You'll I think you'll like the movie, but I think you'll kind of be in my same situation where it's kind of like it was very well done, like phenomenal, great, but it's boring that it won so many things. Like Killers of the Flower Moon was a great movie. Why did it go 0 and 10?
yeah,
Like
10
why?
nominations? Wow.
10 nominations, 0 wins.
Yeah.
No logic behind that. Like they could have
It's
thrown
like
at something.
the popular kid at school takes all.
They could have thrown at something, dude. That's all I'm saying.
But it's these it almost makes me want to discredit the critics. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
No, 100%. I agree, 1,000%.
Whoever's on the panel.
It's critics, it's the members of the Academy. I agree with you 100% though. I honestly think that while Oppenheimer is a supremely important story, so is the story of Killers of the Flower Moon, just at a much more micro level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyways,
the Poor Things is up there too. That's in history. Like that's the I don't think that's like Oppenheimer level. I mean, people don't talk about it enough, man.
it's a good movie, man.
That stuff really happened.
Oh my god.
People were, I don't even know how to describe Poor Things, man. I can't even.
It's a trip. That's like the perfect word to describe it. It's a trip.
Yeah.
Then we have best original screenplay. Any guesses?
Well, Oppenheimer.
Not original.
No. Yeah. No. Poor Things.
No.
Holdovers.
We did watch it. It's a movie we did watch.
Oh, it's original screenplay. The boring one?
Anatomy of a Fall.
I don't even remember the name. That one?
Anatomy of a Fall won Best Original Screenplay.
That one?
I don't know. I'm glad it only won that because I hate that movie.
That's crazy.
I was so bored, dude.
How did Poor Things not win original?
Oh, it's an adaptation of a novel.
Oh, it is?
It is, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't think it's like nearly as insane as like seeing it because that movie. So Poor Things did go on to win costume design, makeup, hairstyling, production design. So it is a very visual thing. So I don't think they cared about screenplay for that. Essentially, you know what I mean? That movie was just it really took on the visual aspects and the performance.
That makes sense. Okay. Ooh, staring at our lights. Okay.
Yeah, I know these lights are bright, dude. Other than the ones I mentioned, then there's best cinematography to Oppenheimer, best film editing to Oppenheimer, best sound went to Zone of Interest, so I'd be curious to watch that. Best adapted screenplay.
Is there a comedy win?
No, that's different. That's the Golden Globes that separates it out like that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, that was all the interesting ones. So if you followed along and listened to our little short discussion of it, let us know your opinions.
I'm glad I didn't watch the Oscars. That sounds like it would have been boring.
Yeah. It was like Oppenheimer.
But you see
Poor
that.
Things.
I feel like every year you see that. Like there's a movie
You kind
that
of
just
do.
ever.
It just like I said, Killers of the Flower Moon was well deserving of getting some recognition as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And so I don't know why it has to be a clean sweep. Why they can't divvy it up a little.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
But when you'll see Oppenheimer, you'll agree. Amazingly well done. Very entertaining. Very good movie. But did it need every single award while it was up against such other good movies? I don't know how to articulate that. But anyways.
Well, I bet you those actors and directors, I hope they know that they're amazing. I'm pretty sure Scorsese knows that. But like,
dude, Scorsese took so long to get his first Oscar though, so whatever.
I just wonder if he ever takes it to heart, even despite how amazing he is.
Oh, I'm sure he does. It's got to be tough, dude. He's been making movies since like 1968 or something.
Yeah.
And he didn't win his first Oscar till like 2006 or 8. I forget what year The Departed came out.
It's rough.
Tough, dude.
Still gotta watch that one.
You haven't seen it? That's a good one too, dude. That's a good cast. Got Leo DiCaprio. Got what's Martin Sheen, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, Jack Nicholson.
Really?
Star-studded cast. Great movie. It's not one of my favorites of Scorsese's, and that says a lot because any other director, this would be their masterpiece. And it's not even close to one of my favorite Scorsese's, which is just saying a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, great movie. Love it.
Hey, we cheers?
Oh, you're going fast. I got to catch up.
I don't know why I'm going so fast, but it makes for a good cheers when you have a whole cup. I think I was getting so bored with the idea of Oppenheimer winning everything that I just need to chug some beer, dude. I'm like,
I know, because I kept asking you, what do you think won? And you'd say something.
Every time you say Oppenheimer, I'm taking a swig.
You're gotta chug it.
Man, but honest, I know that movie. Okay. I know it's like a big production. It's huge. It's important to talk about. But what do you know the cost? I'm just curious.
Of the movie? Let's find it, yeah.
That must have been the highest costing movie.
Let's find out. Oh, for sure it was. I don't know exactly the whole story, but I know that Nolan hates CGI. And I don't know if they're jokes, but he was like trying to blow off a nuke for the movie, like a real one. I don't know if that's true or not, if that ended up happening, if it was just a joke or whatever. But like I said, it's an important movie, just given the fact of the content that it covers. Right after we watched it too, after I watched it, I actually went to the Atomic Museum here in Vegas, and I thought it was super fascinating. And having seen the museum and all the different exhibitions and stuff that they had, I want to rewatch the movie. So I'm really happy that we're going to rewatch it together because I think seeing it through that lens now will be a different story for me even.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Where is the budget? It says $100 million estimate.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. That seems like too solid of a number for me. Doesn't seem right. Opening weekend, $82 million.
So, but
in box office.
But does it seem like a realistic number, like $100 million?
I don't even know because these numbers have become so arbitrary with like those Marvel movies. Have you seen those budgets? Like they're just such arbitrary numbers that I kind of lost track of what even makes sense anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's look up the Avengers Infinity War's budget.
Yeah.
Oh, here, the original Avengers movie. Because I accidentally clicked on that one instead of Infinity War.
No, that's good. That's good.
Let's see.
I'm curious.
220 million.
Are you serious?
Yeah, see what I'm saying? These numbers are so arbitrary. I don't even know what the Infinity War.
I wonder how much of that goes to the actors. You know what I mean?
It's all dependent upon their contracts. We talked about that. Let's see Infinity War's budget. It's going to be something ridiculous. If that first one was 220 million. Jeez. 321 million. Ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely ridiculous. Made 2 billion worldwide. Gosh, dude, these numbers suck.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess that's a pretty big return, though. I'm making $2 billion, but dang.
Yeah. Let's see. On the flip side of the coin, a movie that I was just super entertained by. Let's see its budget.
What
Can you
movie?
Take a guess. I'm going to the exact opposite side of the coin on this one. One that I just talked about that we watched for Oscars.
The Holdovers.
Yeah, let's see their budget.
10 million.
Doesn't even... Can't even find the number. I'll try to Google that one. I'm assuming it's something like that too. But the Holdovers budget, 13 million. Yeah, 13 million as opposed to 100 million. And it's up there with nominations for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That speaks volumes about what you can do with very little.
I wonder how much they paid. I mean, I know it's all been on contract, but I wonder how much Paul Giamatti made.
I feel like at this point, he loves his he loves the craft so much that for him, he'll work for a little less.
Yeah,
he's such a good actor.
Good.
But anyways, let me finish this beer off so we can
Kill
get
it,
a secondary.
kill it. Oh, I'll let you make the call on this one. Look at that.
I'll have
lazy.
another.
I'll have another, please.
We'll give it a second, then I'll get it if need be. But what were we talking about? I lost track.
Well, we've been talking about everything, but I think the idea of movie budgets is a fascinating thing. Like, who determines that? How do you even get approval for that? How does a production
That's
company?
the producer's job.
But like, where did Marvel get all that money? Like Disney? I mean,
Yeah, probably. Because they're all Disney now. That's true. That's a good question.
Well, thank you. Because Marvel, even with Avengers, the first Avengers was not that big. Iron Man was pretty. Thanks, Nisha.
They're just paying so much for the technology at this point. The CGI just costs so much.
Yeah.
220 million.
But you got Robert Downey Jr. Like, you're probably paying him a good.
Well, he was the highest paid actor for a long. Highest paid actor in the world for a long time, wasn't he?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Checks out.
I mean, finally an Academy Award winner too.
Yeah.
Like I said, pretty cool, but
It's a good marketing move, though, to get yourself an actor like that.
oh heck yeah, dude.
Well,
There we go.
We should have Robert on the podcast sometime, huh?
That'd be epic.
Oh, this
Imagine
is
just
good, dude. I
talking to
went
him.
for it already. It's very good.
You yeah.
This is
I like
very
this one.
good.
Ooh, this one when you sniff it gives you a nice, nice danky smell to it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we mentioned the taste at all of the last beer. I think we just totally
We
screwed
did.
that one up.
We did not
bro.
talk about it at all. Do you want to go back and? It was easy to eat.
It was extremely easy going down. Like I said, it was only 5.9. It was an easy sipper. The color was extremely dark for a session IPA. That like not dark, hazy, super hazy, not translucent whatsoever. It looked like one of those more hazy orange juice style beers that I really enjoy.
Okay.
Had a thicker mouthfeel like it as well.
Yeah.
It almost had a creamier taste. Wouldn't you say?
Oh,
There was like a creaminess to it.
I must say, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I tainted my palate.
What does that mean?
It means the second I took the sip, I
You're
forgot
already
what
gone.
the other one tasted.
That's why I haven't. That's why I haven't tasted it yet, dude. That's why I haven't tasted it yet because
Okay.
I realized I just said nothing about it.
Good call, man. I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one, then, bro.
It was good. I liked it.
Hang in there, buddy.
It had a very hazy taste to it that I wouldn't expect from a 5.9 session IPA. It was enjoyable. It was crushable because of
Crushable.
the low ABV.
Yeah.
So that it made it enjoyable for a nice Thursday night, like we were
No,
having right
ABV
now.
or IBU?
ABV. The IBU, I wonder what that was, because it did not taste like a 5.9. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it was a higher IBU. Interesting. But let's move on to this one. As I said, real dank, resiny smell right off the bat, which I love.
Real dank, bro. This one's also crushable. This is very good. But I want to sip on it slowly.
This one's a little more refreshing, a little bubblier.
I think this is like up there on my top 3 now.
That sucks because this is Cosmic Little Thing IPA, hazy double IPA, clocking in at
So that
8%.
sucks.
And I said that sucks because it's a limited series.
Oh no!
That always happens to Nisha too. Every time she likes a beer, it's a limited series and it goes away forever. Never to
They need
sing
to
again.
maybe we can push them to make it.
I think that's what happened with Juice Force initially, the Voodoo Ranger beer. I think
Really?
it was such a success that they just kept it and they weren't going to initially keep
Well,
it.
now they have like cousins of Juice Force. Like
that thing just took off.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's
I love the
forefront of
canner
every
on
gas
this thing.
station. Oh, that's sick.
There's an astronaut surfing a wave and just throwing up a shaka.
man.
And it's very cosmic, as it's called, Cosmic Little Thing. Very cool. Love it. And I've been super into this show on Netflix called Resident Alien, so it's just giving me those cool
You wanna talk
space
about
vibes
it?
right now. Dude, I want you to watch it because it's so good.
You gotta watch
but I
it.
really like it.
right.
I like alien stuff a lot, so it was right up my alley when I
That's
found
cool.
it. Threw it on. Love it. If you like it, if you like that type of thing, check it out. It's about this alien crash lands on Earth. He takes the form of a human and tries to blend into society.
Yeah.
And it's a comedy. So, of course, he's not blending into society very well. And
Yeah.
it's awesome. I love it. It's so good.
Okay. Hey, I want to take a second to cheers us. I don't know if we did this, but I think we're on. This is episode 21,
21?
and that's a big deal.
It is. Cheers, buddy.
All right. Sorry, that had nothing to do with the alien thing, but I
No, that's good.
I was
dude.
like, I
Good
gotta
talk.
get this in before we're done with this beer. Well, anyways, hey, can I do a little aside real quick?
Let's do it.
I would like to actually talk about our gear real fast. We've talked about the
Let's do
lights,
it.
but in case anybody's wondering, we are using we have 2 ring. I just want to give people like a little behind the current of what we have. We have 2 LED panels.
Isn't that a
3.
third?
We have
Yeah.
3. One with like a little light filter on it. We have 2 ring lights,
Yeah,
and
those are
then
direct
we're
light.
using a Sony A600.
6600.
I mean, a 6600 with a Sigma
50 millimeter?
50 milli lens.
Love the 50 millimeter.
I just bring that up for anybody who's aspiring to like do what we're doing.
Our lighting is pretty crude. I'm not going to lie.
It is pretty crude.
I'm not great at the lighting aspect of this. I just trying to blast as much light into that lens as possible to get us out of the grainy zone. Because if anyone who's familiar with the Sony S-Log footage, it's grainy unless it's lit
Yeah.
to hell. So we are suffering in here with these lights.
There might be a bit. I don't know. It's weird. You would think there's like a way to do it where you don't need 7,000 lights, but
Who knows at this point? I mean, I'm just familiar with how I've always done it.
yeah. I
And
mean,
this
you
is how
know
it
better
is.
than I do, man. So
And I don't know that much. So
maybe it's like the quality of like, maybe you can cut it in half by having a little bit of a bigger light.
yeah, there's
more
different
quality.
situations involved. We're running this thing
But
cheaply,
yeah,
which is nice.
on a budget, but we're doing our thing. It's good though. We make it work. I just want to bring it up because it can be a fun little clip to share with people if anyone wants to see and hear about what we do to how to make it work. But because we talk about the beer, but here's the gear. Talk
There we
about
go,
the beer,
dude.
go into the gear.
I like the smell of this beer a lot.
Yeah, man.
Look at the lacing off this one too. Look at your glass.
It looks like a cloudy day.
That's awesome.
Ooh, I think I see a lion. It's kind of like they're like different shapes.
Looking for shapes.
Do you ever do that when you were a kid? Like, do you ever stare into the
At
or even
clouds,
now,
yeah.
stare into the clouds? Oh man, clouds are funny, man. I had a kid. I think I mentioned it like a while back, but a kid, one of my students asked me, "How do clouds move?" I told him I would Google it and get back to him. Never got back to him. I still
good,
don't
dude.
know really exactly how clouds move. Do you know?
I'm assuming it's just the wind,
I mean, yeah, but there's
Some
got to be a
kinda-
little.
atmospheric
Wait,
thing going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Pressures.
That's it's all the keywords that you can think
that you
of.
hear off the news report every night.
I used to think weathermen were just like stupid. I was like, this
They
is just
are.
a dumb job. But think about it though. They probably have to like know something, right? I don't know. Or maybe they just have an app.
They need to know meteorology, dude.
But are they? But do you think they're just like looking at a computer, or do you think they?
I have no clue what they do, to be honest.
Just roasting weathermen. One time, so in my hometown of Salinas, California, near where I lived. Okay, I'm from a lot of spots, but Salinas is like basically where I'm from. My weatherman was a part-time weatherman, and I ran into him. Or I went to Pete's Coffee, and he was working there. I'm like, "What are you doing? Aren't you the weatherman? Shouldn't you be making like a decent amount?" But it's because he worked 2 days a week, and so it made sense. I just was like tripping out. The local weatherman
is Salinas. It's like California. Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wondered.
There's a whole museum designated to. Actually, it's actually really cool.
I went to Steinbeck.
Yeah,
that is cool.
I think you would like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's a big one. But anyways, back to movies.
Let's do it.
Grapes of Wrath. They should make a Grapes of Wrath movie.
Is there one? There might be.
I don't know. Maybe. There's got to be a Steinbeck inspired movie though.
I'm sure there's a few movies. Why can't I think of any? Anyways,
yeah, that's all right.
I don't know. I've been kind of on this whole. The other night, I started watching Revenant as I was falling asleep, and I mentioned how I was like, I've mentioned on this podcast before how that is not the role that Leo should have won for, and I still stand by that. But I forgot how good that movie was. That movie's awesome. That movie's so awesome.
You know what I love? The movie I love with him, it's not even like his best movie at all. I'm just going to bring it up because we're talking about him.
Let's hear it.
Catch Me If You Can.
Haven't seen it.
With Tom Hanks?
Yeah, I know what it is. I haven't seen it.
Dude. It's a good, but he's just because that movie, he literally has to play different identities.
Yeah, because he's that guy who steals identities or whatever, right? Yeah.
And I'm like, cool. That showcases a lot about your acting skills, like that. Yeah. Like, because you have to adapt and do all that. I haven't seen Revenant. Is Revenant the one? Which one's the one where it's like an insane asylum?
Oh, that's Shutter Island. That's a good one.
He's got so many bangers, dude.
Do you know anything about Shutter Island?
The Drake of acting, dude.
He is. Do you know anything about Shutter Island, though? Do you know about the twist?
Is it? Well, I used to think, no, I don't.
That's awesome. We have to watch it. I have it.
I only watched like half of it.
I have the movie. We have to watch it. The twist is crazy.
All right.
That's a good one. That's a Martin Scorsese.
Part of me wants to think he's like schizophrenic, and that's what we get. But
so, like, I'm not going to give anything away. Okay. But that's a really good one. I don't think of that movie much, though.
Wait, that's a Scorsese film?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I really like The Aviator with him, which is another Scorsese film. I also really like Gangs in New York with him, which is another Scorsese film.
Scorsese then, huh?
Him and De Niro are like his top two he's ever used. They're like it's always one or the other in the movies. I'm pretty sure.
That's a big deal.
I can only think of like a few that don't have either him or De Niro.
And the fact that he's working with Quentin Tarantino, like you're like with these, you're doing it. Like that's
the biggest guys. Like even if people don't agree with me that Tarantino's as talented as he is, because there's a lot of controversy surrounding him, you have to admit, like he does what he wants and he brings in a ton of money. So
well, and it says a lot about him that these big actors want to work with him.
Oh yeah, Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
with Tarantino.
They obviously would disagree with those people.
Brad Pitt's already going in to be in his next movie, The Movie Critic, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then Tom Cruise is in talks as well. Tom Cruise, huge.
That would be super cool.
De Niro was in Jackie Brown. Sam Jackson's in all his movies. John Travolta was in Pulp. Yeah. What else we got? Like he hits the biggest actors. Like that's just all there is to it.
Mm-hmm. Jamie Foxx and Django.
Django. Yeah.
You have an Academy Award actor right there. Waiting after.
Talking about Django again, even though we just talked about it last week. Walton Goggins is so talented, dude. That's the guy who he's gonna cut Django's balls off in that one scene.
Oh, that one, like, yeah.
The one like slave. I don't know what his role is exactly. I think he's like I think he's technically like the Mandingo fighter trainer or something like that.
Yeah.
But that guy's a good actor.
It's crazy, man.
He's in the trailer for the new Fallout show. That's what made me think of that. But yeah, he's really cool.
Cool. I can't visualize him right now. Gotta figure that one out.
I'll show you later.
I would love to see our boy from Gigs in New York as well.
Day Lewis.
Yeah, when is he coming out, man? When's he coming back?
He's retired.
Dude? Oh, did he really?
He retired from acting. He said he doesn't want to come back.
No
But
way.
Scorsese, I think I brought this up on the show before. Scorsese was like, I'd love to work with you again. And what I think is cool is if that does happen, Scorsese's next movie is like a pirate adventure type thing that's gonna be happening.
Oh, dude!
Imagine Day Lewis as a pirate.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Day Lewis
with that mustache, dude. Ooh.
Oh man,
he always has the coolest mustaches. Either as Daniel Plainview or as the Butcher.
And Sam Elliott's got a good one too. But Dang, dude.
Sam
Yeah,
Elliott's mustache is sick.
it's so sick.
I think he was in. I think I might have said he was in Yellowstone earlier, but he's in 1883,
Yeah.
I think, which is one of the spinoffs.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the Oscars real quick. I did not watch the whole thing. Did you watch it?
The
whole
Oscars?
thing?
No, I didn't watch
You
it
didn't
at
watch
all.
it?
No,
you told
I
me
just
that.
tracked the winners.
So, but the one clip I saw, and I don't know if you told me about this or not, was or if we were talking about how John Cena was naked. Was
Yeah.
that an homage to a movie?
I don't think so. I think it was just John Cena being John Cena.
Oh, really? I thought it was like meant to be a scene from like a movie or something like that.
I don't think so. I mean, it'd be interesting if it was, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Which reminds me, that Ricky Stenicki movie he's in, like, it's getting a lot of flack. I think it's entertaining as heck.
So
funny.
who's in that movie?
John Cena, Zac Efron. He's our boy right now, dude. Zac Efron.
Yeah. True. It's on Prime.
It's on Prime. And then there's
watch
there's a
that.
comedian, the redhead comedian dude. He
Oh, I
does
know
the
you're
podcast with Bobby Lee.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What's his name? It's like an Italian name, I think, too. It's like Anthony or something.
No, hold on. It's
Why can't I think of this dude's name? But anyways,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
and then I don't know the other guy who's in it.
Oh man, how come I can't remember his name either? That's really gonna bother me.
It's gonna bother me
We
too.
could,
I
the
have
thing
to
is,
look
we
it up.
could look it up.
I'm looking it up because it's gonna kill me. But so yeah. Anyways, John Cena, Zac Efron.
Oh, man.
This redhead comedian guy.
It's on the tip of my tongue, dude. It's on the
is his
tip
name?
of my tongue.
Andrew Santino.
Oh, there you go, man.
Andrew Santino. Yeah. So that dude. But it's a funny movie. It's entertaining.
Okay.
I'd recommend it if you're not looking for anything serious. You're just looking for a couple laughs. I love John Cena right now. I love Zac Efron right now. So it was cool.
Yeah. I wonder how much that movie cost to make.
I don't know. That's a good choice. It was a good question. It was also on Prime, so just immediate to Prime, which is how I like my movies, which is why I watched it. I think I watched it the day it came out. I was just like, cool, let's watch
Yeah.
this. Super awesome.
The Netflix most streamed movie ever is called Extract, and it's with Chris Hemsworth. It's about a Marine guy who extracts.
I've seen the cover. I've never clicked into it, but yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know
The
that.
second one though. So
That's the most streamed movie though, really.
It held that record on Netflix. It was
That's
the most watched movie on Netflix.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it's kind of random actually.
What's like a bigger Netflix movie?
But it also
There's
came
bigger ones.
after his hype. He was playing Thor and all.
Oh,
that.
that's true though.
But
People do just click on big buff dudes
yeah,
playing
if
tough
you know,
roles.
if you know the name too.
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know any other ones, but no. I think what would compete with that honestly is like documentaries. Like Netflix has a lot of big documentaries that.
Oh, saying that, you know what's on HBO Max that I'm kind of like looking into watching is that it's called Quiet on Set. Have you heard about that?
No.
It's all these Nickelodeon stars talking about how they were abused, like sexually on.
Whoa.
Yeah, so there's all this stuff about Amanda Bynes, and Drake
Whoa.
Bell, and there's this. It's like a 4 or 5 part docuseries on Max that just came out, and everyone's talking about it online.
Wow.
Like I keep seeing clips of like the producer Dan Schneider. Like you've seen the name. He produced Drake and Josh, all that.
Yeah.
The Amanda Show.
I have heard of that. Yeah.
iCarly, all those shows. But anyways, he like had to come out and apologize and all this like crazy uproar happening because of this little documentary.
Wow.
So I'm interested to watch that.
It's crazy that it takes so long for those things to come out.
Yeah, I know, because how long ago did Drake and Josh end? How long ago did iCarly
That
end?
was like 20 years ago. I mean, 15, 20 years ago, man. I mean, it's
For
like,
real. Like we were children.
Maybe a little less for.
I feel like iCarly is probably like
iCarly's
pretty
still,
recently.
I think iCarly's still going.
no.
No?
Mm-mm. No.
It's not.
No, I think I remember watching the end of it when I was in like 8th grade maybe.
Oh, I thought it was still going.
Let me see.
But
No, but they did like a spin-off a few years ago, and then that girl ended up quitting too, and I don't know. Oh no, you know what?
What?
iCarly got a reboot, but it wasn't through Disney or through Nickelodeon. It was through like NBC.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. So it only went till like 2012, the original one.
Okay.
It was 5 seasons starting in
And they got a
2007.
reboot. Okay.
Yeah, it ended in 2012. Yeah, then it got a reboot on like Peacock or something like that,
Okay.
or Paramount. I think Paramount. I don't remember.
Okay.
But yeah, so it came
Well,
back.
that's all. Well, that says a lot about the time. So, because I know a lot of documentaries, you have these people coming out in various like industries talking about things that happened like years ago, and
Yeah,
I'm starting.
all the time.
I honestly, bro, I used to like it, not that I did. I always believed them, but I was like, man, why did it take so long? And now that I'm realizing there's a consistency across industries, I'm like, you know what? They probably were like actually scared.
Oh, for sure.
Like this, makes sense.
It's just like it was probably just normalized too.
Yeah.
Because that whole like the big thing that really threw it out was the whole Harvey Weinstein situation, and people knew about it.
Yeah.
So, and it's just so crazy because early 90s, early 2000s, Harvey Weinstein, even like past early 2000s, Harvey Weinstein was a powerful man in Hollywood.
He was he a producer or investor?
Kind of like both, just like kind of doing what he needed to do, acquiring films, distributing films, whatever he needed to do. His company was Miramax, and then eventually the Weinstein Company. I don't know the logistics now. I think it's back to being Miramax now that he's like out of control of it. But Miramax is actually named after his parents, Miriam and Max.
What?
Yeah. So, but anyways, he's such a powerful player in Hollywood. We wouldn't have like Pulp Fiction without him. We might not have had Reservoir Dogs at the level we had it without him. He was involved with Django that we just talked about. He was involved in so many movies that we probably have and will talk about.
Yeah.
And like you said, just normalized. He's just a guy doing this to people who just didn't speak out until when was that whole situation? Like maybe like 8 years ago.
At most, I mean, it's pretty recent, man.
Like he was in the news the other day, asking for some kind of like leniency on his sentence or something. Like so it's still technically an ongoing thing.
Do you think he's got like a nice cell? Like, is he like one of those? It's one of those situations where he's got like a nice situation.
I heard that he's like super unhealthy and just suffering though, because he was just like always a horrible slob of a person, and so he's just like suffering right now. Like his health is just deteriorated and everything in jail. So who knows?
I bet you. Yeah, it brings out the worst in you for sure. Wow. Dang.
Dude, talking about nice jail cells, we have to watch Goodfellas together. You're gonna see how they lived in jail in that movie. So cool. I love that movie so much. One of my favorite movies ever.
I see Goodfellas shirts everywhere I go now.
I don't know why that's a thing out of nowhere.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have. And I have the one sweater of it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, every time I see the shirts, I want them.
I was at a shoe store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. It's everywhere. It's like I think, I don't remember. I think it's my first or second favorite listed movie right now on Letterboxd. I keep track. I always change my favorites. And it's always in the top 3.
Dope.
Goodfellas is always in my top 3.
Dope, dude. Dope.
Oh, my Ricky Stanicki actually made me hit 700 films recorded on Letterboxd. My 700th film was Ricky Stanicki.
Wait, 700?
Yeah. That I've recorded.
That's crazy, bro.
Excuse me.
You're a crazy guy, man. You okay? You good? I mean, I know what's going on. You got allergies, but you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Dude, when you said, and it made me laugh even harder, when you said, you're a crazy guy. It reminded me of Tommy Wiseau, dude.
You're just crazy guy.
Doesn't that sound like something he would say?
You're crazy.
You're a crazy guy.
Oh, Mark, you're crazy. Dude.
Jeez.
We gotta wrap up soon so we can go.
Yeah.
Watch
we have to.
Roadhouse. And then we can
dude, I already
talk
totally
about Roadhouse. I mean, I it's too late.
Yeah, Goodfellas is my 3rd favorite film right now. I just had to check that out.
All right, dude.
Oh my God, I'm dying. Yeah, we should finish up before
dying.
I choke.
All right.
All right, dude. Let's cheers these beers.
And then
Peace out, everybody. Have a good one. And we're going to try to get back to regularly recording episodes because life's just been hectic.
Life's been you guys get it. Well, don't forget, always.
I splashed myself in the eye, dude.
Man, you missed cue, bro.
All right, everybody. Beer.
You good? Beer. Happy.